Hey y'all, we're back at Rich's. It's Tuesday. Just getting this this layer of masking tape on here, right? It seals up the cardboard. It allows us to put the green seal, Pardal, or the proper name polyvinyl alcohol on here to keep a barrier between what we have and what we're going to make with the fiberglass, right? So actually you could just take mold release wax right to this tape without the green stuff, and the fiberglass will still come off. You'll probably remove a lot of this tape from the cardboard and end up doing some damage to the cardboard. If you're only going to make one piece, you know, no big deal. The roll of tape that we're using is probably $6. We've probably got $1.50 worth of glue into this thing with hot glue so far. And like I said, the cardboard is free. So it's really basically just your time making this stuff when you do it this way. You could buy foam from the model making shop or composite supply store. And that's going to be a one-time use. You're going to glue pieces of it together like a ply, and then shape it and form it. And then you're going to throw it away, and it's pricey. It's expensive. If you're going to throw something away, it may as well be something dirt cheap. I mean, right? I mean, come on. Millionaire or not, I mean, you know, I still think if I had all the money in the world to spend on this stuff, I'd still do it this way. Maybe I'm cheap. I don't know what they call it. Frugal? Is that what they call it? I don't know, but most people don't understand it. All adhesives, tapes, foam, sticky back foam, anything that's sticky back. Not glue so much, obviously, out of a spray can or out of a jar or whatever, but any of this type of stuff, this adhesive is actually pressure sensitive or pressure activated. So what I'm doing is, you can see a big difference between just putting this stuff on here. I'll peel a piece off real quick. Just sit you here, shine you down there. I'm going to try to get you so you can see it, but here's a piece here, right? And I'm just going to rub it on with my fingers. And it looks pretty good, right? Watch what happens when you really rub it down. Especially in the opposite direction of the corrugation. You'll really get it right down in there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll tip this thing up so you can really get a good look at it in the light. There's a big difference there. There, that looks like a good angle. You can see that definitive line. I'm sorry, I'm losing it here. Hang on, there we go. You can see that definitive line across there where it's a little darker because it's stuck down real well. And here it's stuck, but it's not stuck as well as it could be. Why do we make sure it's stuck really good? Well, when you put the PVA on, the polyvinyl alcohol, or Pardal, or green seal, or whichever side of the ocean you're from, what you call it, it'll actually, because it's alcohol, it'll tend to lift this stuff. And you'll see, even if you rub it down really good, we'll still get little air bubbles. Little bubbles will pop up. If you don't tighten, you know, make sure you run something right in that groove where they overlap. There will be a void there, and that'll introduce those little air bubbles. So we just rub it down best we can. A lot of times I use a hair dryer and warm this stuff as I'm rubbing it down, so it'll stay stuck really good, because I don't want the tape to come off the cardboard when we remove this part. We're going to get some parts and pieces of it where, like here, it might rip the cardboard up and stuff. But for the most part, the majority of this should stay in one piece. And it's important because if you want to use it again, maybe you just put another, a couple patches of tape here and there, and then some more green seal or Pardal polyvinyl alcohol, PVA, on top of the spots that you repair. And it keeps this cheap thing from getting out of hand, right? We're going to hang on to this. I wish I would have kept the one that we had originally, but hindsight's 20/20, right? We'd have been ahead of the game. We'd already be making these things. So as it is, I know I said yesterday I wanted to make 2 new ones and keep that one for a spare. Running out of time, TikTok, that's not going to happen. We're going to have to do the repair to that one. And we'll make one here. And we're actually going to go ahead and add a strengthening rib to the inside here on the inside between the wheels to keep that piece from flexing the way it does. I mean, you can see it moving right now. And this is not easy to do with one hand, but it's pretty flexible, you see. And it does that going down the highway. It really gets going. So we'll put something in here, you know, a little piece of something in here and glass it in so it's good and stiff and it doesn't move. And that won't have any issue to do with the tires or anything. Little damage here. More of the damage here is where I ran it into the porch at the old house. Oops. No big deal. We'll just throw some glass on the inside. We'll throw some glass on the outside. We'll grind it down. We'll fix it up. Truck bed coating is going to go on here, so it'll be a nice rough texture, roughish texture, which hides all the poo-poo, so to speak. So, and it makes it so we don't have to go 10/10 on the surface of this thing, making it super smooth, you know. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I got about half an hour, 40 minutes into this already. It is a little tedious, but if you got to do it right the first time, and then you won't have to worry about doing it again, right? So that's it for now. I'll bring you back when she's done and show you maybe spraying or putting some sponging on some green seal, some Pardol, some PVA, some polyvinyl alcohol. God bless y'all. Godspeed. We'll bring you right back here real quick.